Mm. Yeah. Yeah. What's good, people? Mm. And we coming live, man. It was good old Maxed Out Friday. Texas on 3. Yeah. With no other ado. Yeah. My boy Cal. Hey, Cal, what it do?
What's happening, man?
Man.
Do this thing, man.
Every time I hear that beat, I want to freestyle to it, dog. I swear. I promise.
That's what's up.
That's that artist in me, man. Well, hey, man. Welcome, man. Salutations, greetings to all. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the Texas on 3. As you can see, it's Texas on 2 at the moment.
That's
Doctor's away. And Brother Nitty is busy, but they're here with us in spirit. With no other further ado. Because you know what we came to do. Shout out to Nitty, man, because that beat hard as fuck, man. Oh, I already closed. Yeah, man. What's going on, man? How you feeling, brother?
Hey, man, I'm feeling great, bro. Like, I am feeling so great about this first game, bro. I am pumped, bro. Like, this is the first game. Like, I really want people to understand that, like, enjoy this journey from September to February. Because it's going to be something special this year, bro. It's gonna be really special this year. Man. I am really looking forward to this year, bro. It's gonna be a great year for us. Really great.
I hate to get too far ahead, but you know how people always say the NFL got a script, and right now they are pushing the Ravens like hell right now, and that's the only team I feel like in the NFL that's the team we got something to prove against. We can play with the Chiefs, we can play with the Bills, we can play with the Bengals, right? We can play after last night watching the Eagles. We can definitely play with them. Like, and let me say this: people was mad at Cam Newton for saying what he said about Jalen Hurts. I understood completely, like 1,000%. And that's no shade against Jalen because he's not elite, but he's a good quarterback. If you take him off, the conversation last night was if you take Jalen and Dak and switch teams, well, put Dak on the Eagles and Jalen on the Cowboys.
Not even close, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but hey, man, the hell with them. They don't matter.
Yeah.
What matters is week 1. It's time. We're a little bit because we play at what at 3:30.
So yeah, 3. I just realized that shit today, man. I was like, damn, we play at 3. Like,
yeah,
I'm used to my 12 o'clock games. Let's go 3:25.
I'm start sleep. You know what I'm saying? Either I'm celebrating the victory or I'm sleeping off the loss.
Right.
You know but
yeah,
we're a little bit over 48 hours away, man, from prime time action. We in LA. Shout out to my mama. She's the first person in the bull ring. Hey, lady. Hello, guys. Texas on 3. I'm looking forward to the Houston Texans football. They will dominate on the field this year. Yes, ma'am. I agree. 1,000%. We will dominate this year. I've seen some guys. I've been peeping around Twitter, Rams Twitter, that is, just checking the tempo, trying to see how they feeling, and they are upset that I want to say the last panel I seen picked all us to win. It was like 4 guys on the panel, and they all picked us to win, and they are so upset and mad about it. And I'm like, dude, let's be honest. The best thing about your defense is your D-line. The best thing about our defense is the defense. Is
right.
Like, come on, man. If we can afford to lose 1 guy, 2 guys on that D-line, and we still humming. You know what I'm saying? The biggest matchup I don't want to see, and I pray we don't see it, is Petrie in the slot on Devontae Adams. D'Amico should have learned last year in New York. Every time Tay got on, every time he put Petrie on Tay in the slot, touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Excessive yards. Yak out of this world. I would love to see Stingley follow Devontae. If he's in the slot, Stingley can follow him. I don't trust Petrie in the slot against Devontae. I just don't. He's too good of a route runner. He's too savvy. He's a veteran. He knows what he's doing. He can get in and out of this route quick. And for what it's worth, Petrie is a good DB. But going against a guy like that, that's dangerous waters, man. It's very, very dangerous waters. However, Matthew Stafford hasn't played football or hasn't got tackled since last year, and he's already having back issues.
Yeah.
The offensive line, the left tackle, I forget his name for the Rams, but he had a blood clot, and he's just not starting to practice. He is not a football. Whether it's Will or Daniil, that man, if he plays, that man cat food. And I don't know if he know it. I don't know if he know it. I'm pretty sure he knew it.
He knew it. He knows it.
So at the gate, and then another thing, Kyron Williams, running back for the Rams, number 23. He's a good all-around back, a good 3-down back. But he drops the ball a lot.
Right.
A lot. So I'm looking for him to fumble at least twice Sunday. How you feeling about
that? I think that the edge with Daniil and Will, they're going to contain the edge. I put up a stat today. I was in the group chat, and I put up a stat, and the Rams are 1-7 when they gave up 3 or more sacks last year. Stafford is very immobile. The Texans are very active with our front seven.
Yeah.
You put the pressure on Stafford, he's going to make mistakes. And when in Stafford, the Rams, that was another stat that came up that they're 25 and below when you put pressure on him. When you put pressure on him, so he's not a good quarterback when you put pressure on him in the pocket.
Right.
And so, and the thing about it is, I think the way that the Texans defense is, like, I'm gonna tell you, man, one of the guys that you really need to look at is, I mean, thank God that it wasn't a severe knee injury. But CJ being back because we don't have Jimmy, but CJ is that guy, bro. Him and Bullock being the 2 double high safeties, and you can take CJ bringing him down in the box, and you have Petrie. You can go with 3 linebackers. You can go with 2 linebackers with Petrie. You can have CJ. Like, there's going to be so much pressure on Matt Stafford that I don't think that they're going to have their offense in continuity. And I think it's going to be a long day, bro. I know people are really saying that it may be a close game. I think they only thinking it's a close game because the name McVay. People really respect McVay. But when you just peel back everything and look at it up close, we are better than that team. We're better than that team. I know a lot of time we're looking at our offensive line. We're looking at our running backs. We were talking earlier, and we were talking about running back by committee and shit like that. I'm not worried about Joe Mixon because me personally, I think that Nick Chubb is a better running back than Joe Mixon. I think Nick Chubb is healthy. I think you're going to see a Damon Pierce that if he gets a chance to coach the rock, people got to understand Damon Pierce had 40 carries last year, and he had one carry that was for 93 yards. You take
Mm-hmm.
that 93 yards away, Damon Pierce still averaged 5 yards a carry. And then we still don't know what Woody is going to bring to the table. So those are all weapons that we have that the Rams don't know what we're going to do. We got two rookies at wide receiver. Bro, I think it's going to be something to the point that when the game is over, people are going to say, hey, the Texans, they finna do something this year. It's my opinion, bro. Talk
Mellow
to me.
Mike, Mellow Mike said how we're going to be about the receivers. Honestly, I'm not worried at all. And I posted on my Twitter earlier. I want to say Stresson's posted a lot of the interviews, and Nick
Mhm.
Casario was breaking down the difference between the 43 to the 40, the 53 to the 48. You know, the game day roster,
Right,
and
right,
you going into this game already knowing that Christian Kirk's not going to play and Barrios is not going to play.
right.
So automatically that frees up two spots for somebody to come off that practice squad. Now, the guy I one of the guys I believe that's going to come off the practice squad is the fullback. I think he's Russian, Jakob,
Oh,
Jacob,
Jakob. Yeah,
Jakob,
Jakob. Yeah.
Jakob. That's crazy. Jakob Johnson, man. He's one guy. He's a candidate that I feel like is gonna come off that practice squad because we
Mhm.
have a fullback. Him and I want to say the other guy would have to be either Arnett, the cornerback, or Harrison Bryant, the tight end. Out of those two,
Oh, okay.
you know. Now,
Uh, yeah.
Jakob
I'm
makes the
trying to.
most sense.
Right. Okay.
He makes
Okay.
the most sense, and he can also play tight end too in a pinch. He can catch the ball. But if I just had to go two, Jakob would be my first one, and Arnett would be the cornerback. Because think about it, we're going into this game with Stingley, Lassiter, um, James Smith, and Tristan Smith or Tremont Smith,
Mhm.
number 11. So that's your four cornerbacks.
Right.
Even though you got Petrie playing nickel. But let me get on the running backs real quick. Before I state the running back, my case for the running backs, excuse me, that offensive line how to dominate. It's game time. It's real right now. And this team, this offense, let me say that because the defense is going to do what it's going to do. I don't have a doubt in my mind about the defense. This offensive line, the way it's constructed, they're going to have to be dominant from kickoff to it's all zeros on the clock in the fourth quarter. If that offensive line can open up holes, give CJ time, they are going to be in trouble, like big
Mhm.
trouble. Big Trouble in Little China. For those, I don't know if everybody ever seen that movie with Kurt Russell, but that's an old school classic. That's my shit. But I feel like with this game here, man, Chubb is fresh. Chubb is fresh. He's chopping at the bit.
Hey,
He has something
bro,
to prove.
bro. Let me say this, man. And I was having a conversation with a guy early in the space, and I want people to understand that Chubb is 29 years old and have only played 10 games in the last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
That knee injury is so far gone. He had a broken foot last year. So at 29 years old, that's not really old as a running back because the guy, when he is healthy, he averaged 5 yards a carry.
Yeah.
That's what I want people to realize. Like when he comes into this game and he is getting his yards per carry, that's going to make the Rams defense say, hey, We got to bring these linebackers up close. The Rams already don't have good linebackers.
Mm-hmm.
Like beyond that front four, like their front four is they don't have double digit sacks, but they
Mm-hmm.
have guys that have like people telling me about Jared Verse. Like you telling me about somebody who got 4.5 sacks a game. I'm not worried about him. I don't care if he's going up against a rookie. But you still have a front four that can get after the quarterback, but we still have an offensive line that is all you got to do is put a helmet on the helmet. And I think Nick Chubb is going to get that 5 yards to carry. I think Nick Chubb is going to get, I think it's going to be 17, 23 carries. I think Nick Chubb is going to have an excellent game, which is going to open up the passing attack. So
Mm-hmm.
that's my theory on the whole thing.
Mellow Mike, shout out to Mellow Mike. Mellow say people have been hyping up Chubb. He's not what he used to be. Bet you can expect 11 to 12 carries, around 4 yards per carry in a committee. That's not bad. However, I do feel like he will get the 5 yards to carry, maybe lean towards the six, because not one guy's going to bring Chubb down. Once
Look,
Chubb tears that D line,
hold on, hold on. Chubb has never rushed under 5 yards a carry when he's getting his carries.
yeah,
So I don't like. I'm not going to go with a guy his history in the last 7 years that he's been carrying the ball, and I just think all of a sudden he's going to drop from 5 yards to 4 yards a carry. I just think that he's going to get me 5 yards a carry. That's more carries, yards per carry than any Texans running back has ever had.
yeah,
So I really think that once the run is established, then CJ, they're going to be able to do what they want to do. That's
I
just
agree.
me personally, bro.
No, I agree. I agree. Mellow Mike also says versus like the first half of Will Anderson's rookie year, he has to learn to close out the sacks and over pursues. Uh, Mellow, the thing with Verse is he creates pressure. Now, I agree that was a good statement. Those two guys do mirror one another. However, and this is not me being biased because own team, of course, but just comparing the two players I'm from a scout perspective. You can say that Will Anderson gives you more. Like, granted, versus creating pressure, but versus doesn't have anybody else to clean up the pressure that he creates. Will has that from his other 3D linemen. Um, Will also plays the run like unlike any other DN in the NFL. Like, think back to when we had Clowney. Clowney was the best guy, the best defender DN at that time when he was with us that is stopping the run. People were mad at Clowney because Clowney couldn't get the sack numbers in the double digits. He's never reached double digits. Close he's gotten to double digits. Well, he didn't hit it then, but his career high is 9.5. But with all that potential, some guys reach it, most guys don't. But
Right.
comparing the two, man, you gotta be able to rush as a unit. And you got the one guy on your D line that's bull rushing every play. All it takes is for a tight end or a running back to start chipping, slow that shit down.
Mm-hmm.
Your other three
Mm-hmm.
guys are not creating nowhere near the pressure that you're creating. Once you're tired, what else you gonna do? There's nothing you can do. You ought to do.
Yep.
So, but going back to the running back thing though, I look for this team is gonna be quick passes, short passes, dink and dunk. Like I've always found it funny when people say the pass sets up the run. But when you watch Brady early years in New England, the way they passed the ball, it set up the run because you never knew
Mm-hmm.
what was going to happen. You know that they throwing the ball and it's hard to sack Brady because he's dumping out quick to the tight end.
Right. Right.
And we have the weapons to do so. Now let's move to the receivers because Curtis not playing. I believe Higgins will start. if one of the Iowa State boys, because 12,
Mhm.
12 out there,
Right.
I look for them to blanket 12 early, trying to get him out the game.
Right. Safety over the
Focus,
top.
yeah,
Right.
focus all your attention on 12. Do that
Hmm.
because now you're putting one-on-ones against Hutch, who's had a great, phenomenal training camp. You got Higgins, who's coming along, and the guy that I feel like will be my breakout player for this game is baby Steve Smith, Noel. I believe
Or
Noel's my stat line for Noel: 6 catches, 100 yards, touchdown. That's my stat
I,
line for him.
I can see that. Yeah. Yeah. I
What
can
do
see
you
that.
What are you thinking for as your breakout player for as offense go?
My breakout player, I'm standing on Chubb, that on that offensive the receiving core.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking that I'm gonna ride with you on Noel, but I think also Higgins is going to get a lot of open one-on-ones also,
I agree.
and I love his route running. That's one of the things that I was talking to with AD. AD is not big on Higgins, and for whatever it's worth. But I just think that I told you before the draft, after the draft, the way that the guy run his routes, like you're gonna put a lot of attention on Nico.
Of course,
Noel is gonna get, and I'm gonna tell you something else. Dalton Schultz is gonna have a resurgence.
he better.
Be- he's going to, bro. It's gonna be a resurgence for him. And I think Noel being the fourth target, like if you give Noel, not Noel, I keep saying Noel. You give Higgins 6 targets. I think those 6 targets can easily turn into 50 yards. He's a
Easily.
big target. He's a big target. He's 6'4". I love the way that he runs his route. And I tell you that I love the way that when he's running his routes, how he gets low, how he turns his hips, how
Right.
he accelerate to out of his cuts to get to the ball. Like those are the things that CJ is gonna like really look at because 6'4" is 6'4", you know,
And
and
coach,
I think that yeah, exactly. Yep, exactly.
um,
So I think that Chubb is gonna be the breakout guy. Like I'm look, bro, I'm so high on Chubb, bro. I think Chubb is probably gonna have I think Chubb probably gonna have the most rushing yards as a running back.
the game overall from both teams.
No, no, I'm talking about in the NFL this week.
Oh, okay, okay. Ooh, what's your number?
I think I put it at 20 carries for like 130, 140 something yards, and I think it's gonna be 2 touchdowns. I think it's easy for them, man. I really do, bro. I really do. I think he's gonna make the game so easy for CJ.
Okay,
I really do. 20 for 140. Quote me on it. 20 for 140, 2 touchdowns.
40,
20 for 140,
two
two
touchdowns.
touchdowns. Yes.
Okay.
I think he's gonna have 2 big runs that's
Yeah,
gonna like just over 20 yards those carries.
I do you one better.
So
If he
mhm,
hit that, then his rushing per carry would be around 7 to 8 yards, maybe nine,
it it don't surprise me.
maybe nine.
I
Uh,
I just believe in the cat, bro. I just really do. I
oh
just
yeah,
really believe in him because
was good.
Him and Mixon played in the same black and blue division.
Yeah,
They played in the AFC North.
yeah.
That's Baltimore, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, and
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
Don't get no tougher than
Bro,
that.
twice a year.
Don't get no tougher
Twice a
than
year. Twice a year, bro. I'm telling you, man.
Another thing too, running backs over there don't last long.
But we got two of them on our team
I
that's been
know,
here in the league for 7 and 8 years.
you know,
And then you had Derrick Henry that's still in the league going on his 10th year. So that division right there, bro, like when it's all said and done, there's a possibility that you're gonna have three guys in the division that played in the same era that could be embarking on 10,000 yards. I think Mixon and Chubb have like 68, something like that. Like they can really get to it. Even if they get to like 9,000 yards, like they played in the same era that they was like physically imposing backs in a real tough division.
you know, when we got Mixon that off season,
Hmm.
that was the off season. Last off season, that was the season. The off season that we almost had Saquon.
Yeah,
Almost had.
and I was big on Saquon. I,
Hey,
I was big on
who
Saquon. Yeah.
is the best running back in the league? It's him, and then Henry, and I don't give a damn about the rest of them. That's how good that dude is.
Mhm.
He's the complete back, like
Right.
in today's game. But my boy AD say what's going on, AD. Melo cutting up over here in the Brewer ring, man. I got you, Melo. Melo said I think running backs out of the backfield will be the quick game to relieve that pressure against the pass rush. I agree. This guy here you talking about, it's going to be hard with pulling forward in the middle. The thing with Ford, he's new to this team. He's a new nose tackle. That matchup between him and Andrews is going to let me know if my guy is really him, Andrews,
Mhm.
Jack Andrews. Ford reminds me of a smaller version of Casey Hampton from the Pittsburgh Steelers. He a smaller
Who is
version
that?
of Puna Ford.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He's the the Rams. They run up. It's a 4-3, but it's really a 3-4.
Right.
Their ends stand up.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Yes, like on paper it looks like a 4-3. Well, actually on paper it looks like a 3-4. But when you watch it in real time, it's really a 4-3. But
Right.
Ford is a good guy. I like him. Mello Mike got another one. Mello says people sleeping on Woody Marks. I've been saying he's the future as a 3-down back who is well rounded. Skill set he gets between 5 and 7 carries. I like Woody Marks. In this draft, I know Cal. You was real big on Margaret Hampton, who
Oh yeah.
started who started for the Chargers, of course. The guy I liked the most was Caleb Johnson from Iowa. That he's in Pittsburgh. Uh, my only gripe with Woody, honestly, is he's an older rookie. He's 25. Like,
Hmm.
if we going by NFL standards and running backs longevity, he's already at that prime state. So off the rip, using my scout hat on, he gonna play out. He's gonna be 29 when it's time to resign him.
Yeah, I think that's contract wise, but I just think that he's coming in as being a more mature guy. Even though he's a rookie at 25,
Yeah,
he's mature. Like I feel like you can lean on him more because we saw in the preseason how he was able to, pick up the block. We saw when he was at Mississippi State,
Mississippi State.
uh, catching out of the backfield. So he
That's his
does
special niche.
enough, right? He does enough to do what he's supposed to do. When you lean on him. So that's one of the things that I like about him. So I don't look at the age. It's almost like the quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons last year when they were saying he was 24 years old. Oh, he's too old. I think you're looking at it when it comes to having a guy that's a rookie, and then when he get his contract, you re-up, and is he too old to re-up? Look, man, as a running back, if I can get 4 years out of you, 5 years out of you, and I got to move on, I'm good. I think Woody Marks is at a very good place with us. He's at a very good place, and he can come in and be a mature veteran because shit, he's like what? I think he's older than Damon Pierce. He older than C.J. Stroud.
Yeah.
Like he's a
Oh, for a rookie, man.
he's a man. Like he's a grown ass man, bro. He's ready for this shit, bro. So that's what I like about Woody Marks, man. He
I,
gonna be able to step in and be, you know, I think he's gonna have a very good year, bro. They're gonna lean on him a whole lot.
I also feel like because he's at that age, because of the age he's at, he's played a lot of football, a lot of meaningful
Hmm.
football. As a rookie coming into the NFL at a running back, I want to say he's probably the most ready to produce right now, if given
Right,
the opportunity.
right.
Um, he's not going to start because we got
Hmm.
Chubb. However, that third down, I look for him to cut up in the passing game Sunday. I look for him to cut up. Um, I look for us to one lead the time of possession, two
Mm.
CJ to air it out, but not deep passes down the field consistently. He will take his shots when available, but I look for CJ to be at the line, audibling, calling plays, changing plays, protections, moving things left and right. But when Marks is in, I guarantee this: when Marks is in the game, watch him because he's good at
Mm.
pass blocking, and
Right.
he's as a rookie out of all the running backs, he's the best one to come out the backfield for us catching the passes.
Yeah,
I
and
look,
not only that, he was the best running back hitting the hole quicker than all the running backs that I've seen this year.
yeah,
Like
with bad
he
blocking,
get
with the bad blocking.
yes.
Because when he came in, you only seen the first team all line. What game was that? The second game? The second game?
I think it was second game. I think it was the second game. Yeah.
Who was that? I think the Panthers. Was it the Panthers? Yeah, the Panthers.
Hmm.
That second game, that first team online was moving people out the way. And I tell people, man, look, don't take that game to heart. That's Carolina Panthers. They finna play the goddamn Jaguars Sunday. And both teams are bad. The Jaguars should win that game, but don't be surprised if that game ends in a tie. Like, like that's how bad that game
Yeah.
could be.
Mhm.
But that Detroit game, when he was playing, that line
Yeah.
for us blocking, they was missing assignments, guys not locking on, latching on how they supposed to. And he was like
Mhm.
turning water into wine.
Yeah.
With some of the runs, especially when he scored the touchdown. The touchdown play, the guy was in
Yeah.
the backfield. The guy, the defender, blew up the play. And as a running back coach would say, your job is to make the first guy miss. If you can make the first guy
Right.
miss, go. You should be good, and that's what he did, and he scored a touchdown. So I'm really high on Woody Marks and what he can bring to this offense, not only
Right.
this game but throughout the year, even when Mixon comes back.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with you. I agree with that.
Yes, indeed, man. But who you got picked on defense to be a standout or breakout guy?
Uh, Standout guy is I think it's gonna be CJ GJ.
Mm, okay.
I think it's gonna be him, and I think that I'm looking at Aziz. You probably saying why Aziz? I think that Aziz and his coverage is going to be a whole lot better than it was last year.
It has to be.
Yeah, and I think that those. I think what you're going to get with Stingley and Locksmith, you just going to get two guys that's going to be up against Puka Nakua and um, who I'm thinking about the number 17, the wide receiver.
Monte Adams.
Yeah, I think you're gonna get guy like I think because of our pass rush, those guys are gonna be obsolete.
Hmm.
Things are gonna be obsolete. I think the safeties and the linebackers in intermediate coverage is going to be something that is going to be like, whoa, this is where the turnovers is coming from.
So you got CJ. Okay. Mine's an obvious pick, but I just think he's gonna dominate so much. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Will. And I think
Mhm.
Will will have 3.5 sacks. 3.5 sacks. Um, cause a couple of fumbles, and maybe a scoop and score.
How many total sacks that you think that we? Because I've seen this, I've seen this defense just get after the quarterbacks. I mean, like if they come out doing their thing, like how many sacks do you actually think that they can actually have?
As a team, as a team, I'm gonna say 7, and that's being nice because
That is being
That's being
yeah.
nice because Matthew Stafford, for what it's worth,
Is a he's the Statue of Liberty. Like
yeah,
he's gonna be in one spot.
he's the last of that breed that's starting
Hmm.
right now.
Right.
I, and then he's not as healthy. And I forgot who I said this to on Twitter, but I told somebody, man, they was talking about how he was hurt and he might not play. I said, no, he's gonna play. He's not. He's gonna probably get some injections the day of the game, probably the
Hmm.
night before and the day of the game, just to get through the pain. But he's one of the few quarterbacks that I've watched, especially when he was in Detroit. He plays his best when he's hurt. Like he won a game. I want to say it was the Browns. They had a crazy ass shootout game, and he dislocated his shoulder. Like, he threw the game with a touchdown, and his shoulder like just fell out of socket. Like he's one of the toughest sons of bitches in the league, but he's a statue, the last of a dying breed. That
Hmm.
offensive line is not as stout as the Rams people or fans deem it to be, and our D line is second to none. So I see Will coming off that edge, causing havoc. You know, in the event Will does his little bull rush, collapses the pocket, and maybe over pursues, you still got Daniil, and whoever's at the D tackle spot, they gonna eat, they gonna feast. So I'm saying right now, I got this team total sacks. I would say 7. And that's being nice. That's being nice because this shit could get ugly and we could get 10. I can see Daniil getting 2.5, Will 3.5. The D tackles, they may get 2. Peachy off the outside, CD off the outside. Like it can get ugly and ugly quick. So I like what
Yeah.
Mellow Mike said, man. He says Kalen Bullock is the next all pro. This is also going to be a huge test for Kalen Bullock because Matthew Stafford is known for looking safeties off. This is going to
Hmm.
be a huge, huge test for him. Um, I got to see it. I'm not saying he can't do it. I'm not saying he can do it, but I just got to see it because I know what he is capable of doing.
Yeah, and that's why when you ask me um who do I feel like is gonna have a big game, that's why I said CJ
Yeah.
because CJ is he's one of those few safeties that's not just only a in the box safety, but a over the top safety. Like D'Amico can use this guy Like he is a better version of Jimmy Ward. And
Yes,
you
upgrade.
know D'Amico love Jimmy Ward. Love him.
That's his guy.
CJGJ is a better version of him. So he can play in the box, he can play over the top, and he gonna get his interception. Like his ball hawk statistics was top 10 with
Uh-huh.
Stingley last year. Like he's gonna get the ball. Like he plays with that attitude. He has the attitude in that secondary. Like I love Petrie because Petrie has an attitude. But Petrie is not CJGJ. Locksmith have attitude. Locksmith is still young. CJGJ is that guy that have done it on two good defenses.
Yeah.
And I just feel like that he's coming into the Texas locker room and he's like, we're Super Bowl contending team. And
Hmm.
he comes in with that attitude, bro. Like and D'Amico knows that this is the type of guy that I want. This is this type of guy that I need on my defense that can, be in the box, be over the top, that I know that he can play from 0 to 20 yards. And it's nothing you can do. And that's why I think he's gonna be so and that's gonna like make Bullock so all over the field. Like Bullock
Hmm.
is just gonna be able to do what he does. Like keep your angles and do what you do. But he's be able to rely on CJGJ doing his damn thing, bro. So I just think that, bro, you probably come out of this game with uh like you said, you might come out of this game with like 6, 7 sacks and two or three interceptions. Like I think this defense is going to be a legendary defense. I really do.
Super
I
Bowl
think it's going
caliber.
to be one of those. Yeah, I mean, when I say legendary, I'm talking about when we look back at the Legion of Boom, we look at the Ravens, the
Oh,
'85
too.
Bears. Like, bro, I'm talking about this defense has that. Uh, they have the personnel to be a very great defense, and you got a great coordinator. You got two guys that you got two defense coordinators. Like, don't don't pass the buck on Mac Burke. Like shit,
Yeah.
it's the reason why D'Amico has him there, bro. That's two different. That's two brains in that locker room on defense. I'm
Hmm.
telling you, man, this defense can be a legendary defense. And if they're a legendary defense, then we're probably gonna be 13 and 14 and 3. And I already said we're gonna be a Super Bowl champion. That's just me. I really
I'm
believe
with you.
that.
Man. I'm with you. 1,000%. Let's get to before we close it out, man. Let's get to final score predictions.
You want my final score prediction?
I mean,
I got two of them.
okay.
I got two of
Go.
them. I got 38-20,
Mm-hmm.
and I got 38-20, and then I
Mm-hmm.
got 45-17.
Okay.
I
Mine's
just think
close.
that the defense is going to shut them down, but I think that our offense play calling is going to get you 38 to 45 points. I think it's going to be one of those like it's going to be a game that we're going to look at and be like, oh, okay, they're there. And
Mm-hmm.
one thing that I looked at too was I was looking at the national media. Like when all the shit calmed down, when people was talking about Larry Tunsil was gone and Texas offensive line, if you go and look at the predictions of people looking predicting the score, a lot of people are predicting the Texans.
Yeah.
And we going to the Rams. We going to LA.
We going over there, and they predicted him 17-14. I just really don't think so. I think it's going to be a blowout. I think it's not going to be close, bro. Not at all.
So my score prediction is 38-17 Texans, of course.
Oh,
Uh,
okay, that's close to mine.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's pretty close. Uh,
Uh,
I feel like the Rams, they have a late resurgence in the end. Too little, too late. They come on at the end, late fourth quarter. Get a touchdown and a field goal. Um, I also feel like this is the first game where it's the first game. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
CJ, new offensive line, new coordinator, new toys to at the receiver position, new running back. The offense is literally revamped. You only
Right,
have not Tunsil, Titus, 12. That's it. You only have those two guys returning to this offense to start the season off with. So this
right.
offense is completely revamped. So I can see them getting off to a slow start, maybe, but I don't see them being slow throughout the whole game. I don't think they'll score on their first drive. Maybe first down here, maybe a 3-and-out, but that second drive and on, it's gonna be on. I look for them boys to be humming on all cylinders. Once they get in the groove with one another, getting the game plan, I feel like Nick Cady's gonna call a hell of a game. And this is gonna be, and you can think about it too, CJ, this is first time CJ is going home to play a game in front of his hometown state. So
Hmm.
that's gonna be motivated for him as well. So like I said, my prediction, man, 38-17. Um, Offense dominates. CJ has at least 300 yards passing. Those a touchdown, maybe two touchdowns. I'm with you with Chubb having 120 for 142 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I like Noel to have 6 catches, 100 yards, a touchdown. Uh,
Hmm.
I also look maybe he scores, maybe he doesn't, but Woody Marks out the backfield. That's going to be very lethal. Very, very lethal.
Yeah, I think that's going to be one of those that's going to come in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Like when we mashing the gas, that's going to be one of the ones that come in the fourth quarter.
I want to see D'Amico, once you get a lead, keep your foot on their neck till the game over.
Hmm.
I don't want to hear about those unsportsmanlike. Nah, we here to play the game. Shoes on the other foot, you'll do the same. So no.
Hey, let me ask you something. What do you feel about our? I mean, we talked about the positives with our team. What do you think about the question marks that we may have with a linebacking core? Because we got, Christian Harris is coming back. He's going to be out there, and I think a lot of us wanted to see Harris and Aziz because Aziz was uh D'Amico guy.
Yeah.
And we thought that Harris was going to be that guy that was going to take that step last year. So when you have both of them on the field, what do you feel, how great you think they're going to be together playing?
Well, I don't know if Harris is going to play. I start there. However, I will say this: as of right now, because Harris isn't on the injury report, which is a good sign.
Hmm.
So he seems to be trending towards playing.
He's going to
Which
be the starter. Like he's going to start over Toto. It's going to be him and Aziz. Those are going to be your starters. When they run that 4-2-5, it's
yeah.
going to be Christian Harris and it's going to be Aziz. Speed and Toro are going to be your backups. And when they run a 4-2-5, it's going to be your boy Petrie.
hmm I say this. For what it's worth, between Harris and Aziz, uh, Harris is the better cover linebacker. He's our best cover line
Hmm.
For what it's worth,
Correct.
last year Tor did okay in pass coverage. Is he
Hmm.
was always there. You're not burning him. You're not leaving him behind. He's always there. It's just he has that Kareem Jackson syndrome. He can never turn his head around. It's like
Right.
unless he doesn't know how to. That's one of those things where you got it or you don't. It's kind of hard to teach. But Harris is that guy. Like going back to the Cleveland game in the playoffs, D'Amico told him, watch the quarterback. Be right there. He's going to the tight
Right.
end. Be right there. And you got the what I would call him as the linebacker guard, developmental coach. If he's telling you to do something, you need to listen because he's never going to steer you in the wrong direction. So if Harris
Right.
plays, because I'm gonna tell you now, when we brought in Speed, they let me know they're not sure about Harris. And Speed is not the even though Speed as his last name, he's very fast, but he's
Mm.
also not as good in coverage. He gets a lot of tackles because he allows a lot of catches.
Right.
And he was the coach. For what it's
Right.
worth, the D line, they got names, but that was it. Those guys didn't produce anything. The running back's getting through the hole, so he's having to make those tackles consistently. Him and Zaire Franklin. Um,
Hmm.
I know Sean McVay is going to be tight end friendly, tight end heavy, because
Right.
Sting and Lasser are going to lock down Puka and Devontae. So
Hmm.
your next threat will be the tight end. So that's where Harris and CD comes in heavily on the tight ends. And with the pressure that's going to be generated from the D line, turnovers will happen, and they will happen at a rapid rate, very very rapid rate. So
Right.
I'm not worried about Harris though, but I also I'm in my statement with this. I need to see it. We know what you can do,
Yeah.
but
Hmm.
we need to see it. This is also a contract year for him as well, so
Yeah.
I
I
need
was
to
about to
see
say
it.
it's a contract year for him. Yeah.
I need to see it. Simple as
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I agree.
Anything else you want to add before we get up out of here, brother?
Um. No, man. I think CJ plays a clean game because I think he's gonna be very confident that the offense is in his hands. Like I think he has an offensive coordinator that's going to believe in his skill set. So whatever CJ state that he believes, or what he sees on the field and what he believes, I think the offensive coordinator going to be like, okay, well, whatever you see, run with it. Like him and Gerard, like, and that was another thing that I was just trying to explain earlier to certain people. I was like, last year, like CJ really didn't have the confidence to be able to talk to the guy that's calling plays. Like
Mm,
Bobby Sloyd didn't have a relationship with CJ because Bobby Sloyd came from the mindset of when I call these plays are going to work, and just do what I tell you to do. That's when you had CJ came out when he said, "You call it, we ball it." He's like, "Bro, if that's what you want to do, then we gonna go ahead and do that." But there's something that I see on the field, and then when Bobby Sloyd left, and they was talking to CJ, and CJ was like, I've been calling plays since high school. I've been changing plays. I was changing plays at Ohio State. So it's things that a quarterback see on the field that you can be like, okay, well, I see this. Let me, like, Nico is the first read on this play call, but I see Diggs and Dale over here. I can go to them. Like, I already see what the coverage is, and I'm just
mhm,
going to go to them because the way that they're covering Nico is what they saw on film. But the way that they're covering Diggs and Dale, it's like, bro, these guys are wide open. This is a 5 yard out, a 5 yard curl. This is something that I can change into. And he wasn't able to do that. So I think that he's going to have the opportunity to do that this year. And I think it's going to make his completion percentage from like I think his first year he was 63.9. Last year
Mm-hmm.
he was 63.2.
Yeah, slight difference.
He he can yeah, he can get up to 67, 69, 70. Like he can get up to that. Like Jaden Daniels like 70%. We seen Deshaun Watson, he got up to like I think it was like 74%.
Mm-hmm.
Like you that completion percent, it means a whole lot. And so when I have a quarterback and I trust in you to say, hey, what do you see? And if we get to the line of scrimmage with between 12 and 10 seconds, and the defense is they have their, they're already lined up. So I'm able to see, okay, this is what they lined up in. So I can see that the safeties is playing this way. They're playing press coverage with the cornerbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Uh Shit, Dalton Schultz is gonna be open on this little fly route, this out route. Like I can see that shit. But if I'm getting to the line of scrimmage at 5 seconds, bro, I can't change shit.
Exactly.
So I think that's going to be the difference. That's why you're going to see CJ his completion percentage be from 63 to probably about 69.
I say
People don't
70.
understand. Yeah, people don't understand how pivotal that is. But that's going to be great. That's really going to be great. And you say 70?
73.
Okay. That's going to be great, bro. That is
Reason
going to
why I
be
say,
great.
reason why I say 73 because he's gonna be a lot of quick passes, drop offs. Like
Right.
that's
Right.
like
Right.
kind of like padding his stats a little bit, but I mean that's moving the chains. You know,
Yeah.
you're not forcing the ball 7 to 12 yards every play.
Right.
You may check down for 3 yards, and that receiver or back or tight end may get you 6 yards. So a 3 yard
Right.
pass turns into 7 or 8 yards to 12 or 13. So I mean, this offense is going to be really predicated on yak.
Yep.
And Nick Cady has said that a lot. Like yak is important. We need it.
Bro, if you're completing 7 out of 10 passes and your completion percentage is like you said is 70%,
Mm-hmm.
that means that every pass that I'm passing is going to be 5 and above. Five
Yeah.
is at the lowest. Five is at the lowest.
Mm-hmm.
CJ is completing over 10 yards of completion.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things you got to look at. So you're going to look at 2nd and 5, 2nd and 3, and then you got a running back that's averaging 5 yards a carry. Like, man,
It's
I'm
gonna be
excited,
scary.
bro.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
be
excited,
scary.
bro. I'm excited. That's what's up.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man. Well, all the people we had. This is crazy. So we had 60 viewers right now, and only Mellow Mike. I don't know what the hell Brandon is. I guess Brandon's sick right now, but normally Brandon to be in the bull ring. But shout out to Mellow Mike, man, holding down the bull ring. Him, my mom,
For
and
sure.
AB, he popped in. So
For sure.
another good show, people, ladies and gentlemen. It's Texas on Three Balls. About to get up out of here, man. Hope y'all have a good, blessed, wonderful night and even better weekend. And next time we talk to y'all on Tuesday at 7, it's gonna be a Victory Tuesday.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But let me go ahead and cue up this good old music, man, before we get up out of here, man. We got to roll out the style, Here we go. I'm going to talk my shit sometimes, man, but keep it peace, man.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro.
Sarge told me, he said, man, be careful, man. You never know who's watching. When he told me that, I knew what he meant. So
Yeah, shout out to all of the people who chime in, man, and just keep supporting, man. We support y'all, support us, man.
Yes, indeed. Hey. Boy, one of these days, at the end of the show, I'm gonna bust a freestyle, maybe not tonight though. We win that Super Bowl, man. I'm gonna give y'all 300 balls and running.
Yeah.
That's what's up,
Good,
bro.
everybody, man. Peace out.
Yes, sir.
Man, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share, man.
Salute.
We'll see y'all Tuesday.
Yes, sir.